Hi everyone, this is CherryEnchantress and this is your daily dust for Saturday the 16th if you're watching in real time, regular time. So if you're watching the day that I'm uploading this or the next day, that's considered real time. If you don't see this video but maybe months from now you stumble upon it, it's still relevant. It still has a message for you. So that is called the random message that comes to you. So when you stumble upon it, in other words, when it just pops up and you're like, oh, there it is. Anyway, I'm doing a nice little countdown to Christmas and using silver and gold edge decks, much like the ornaments of a Christmas tree, and other colors, mostly focusing on the metallic colors, but we'll get into some other decks, or maybe we'll just go over these again. This one is the Dame Darcy Queen Alice Tarot. It's very cute. She's an amazing artist, and a wonderful, lovely person. Y'all should check her out. Check out her products on Etsy, her website, her TikTok. She's just really sweet and charming and has a lot of good messages, but mostly she's just very talented. All right, let's see what we get. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Very nice. No, it's the page. I'm sorry. I'm reading page as ace, but page. Oh, look, and she's got a little black cat. All right, the Page of Pentacles. Nice. And we have Death. This is a real neat looking death card. Let's look at this. What's going on there? Okay, somebody fell off their high horse. Okay. It has kind of tower energy because it's like rich person falling down. Some kind of energy like that. All right, let's see what else. Oh, wow, and the Four of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to zoom on in and see what we get. The booklet that comes with this is online, and I'm going to just intuitively get messages. It's going to be fun because these images are so fun. Oh. What I should say is psychically channel messages. So using my clear audience, and in some ways, tarot becomes the clairvoyance, right? Tarot becomes the images. And then they invoke other images. So Page of Pentacles can be a young person in your life. It could also represent you and your youth and the youthful part of yourself. And if you're young, then that represents you. It's not just that. It's the part of you that's the learner, the one that goes out in the world curious and always like a sponge, ready to receive and learn something new. I like this because this reminds me of when Pumpkin jumps on my lap, and it's almost like I can't go anywhere. Of course, I could knock her down if I wanted to, but as she's sitting there and cuddling with me, I realize this is where I want to be. So it has sort of a feeling of presence, and she's holding the pentacle. So here's the awareness, kind of an awareness that you get in this moment. It's a moment, and you're sitting there with your cat or whatever the situation may be. It may have nothing to do with the cat. It may be just a moment where you're appreciating just the moment itself, as if it was $1 million, or if it was something that had so much value to it. More than just plain money, it has a kind of value to it that's priceless. And so you're sitting there feeling at peace in this moment, in a priceless moment. I don't feel like the Death card represents a shakeup, because that would be the Tower. The Death card, to me, in this moment, represents almost a moment of zen. Like you're actually getting quite good at meditating, or because being in the now, being in the present without doing anything but just enjoying the present moment, just being, is meditating. You can try the same thing with an action like walking, and you can walk and be in the present, just like instead of thinking of the next step, which you can do too. Stepping is kind of like counting, and counting is sometimes useful in meditating. Breathing is good in meditating, or counting your breaths and meditating. But there's other things you can do. It's like breathe in, look at the birds, feel the breeze blow in your face. So I recommend watching the movie that Kino recommended called Soul. It's an animated movie, and there's one scene in there, I won't give away too much, but the person, the lead character, feels a kind of presence, and it's like this little leaf falls in his hand and the world seems magical. So it's in those moments that nothing else really matters. It's like hustle bustle, buy this, do that, have enough for this, have enough for that. I am a Virgo moon person, so sometimes I do get a little bogged down with the details and with perfectionism and getting everything just the way I want it. It's a little bit of controlling, and when no matter who you are out there, you may tend to have something like that in your chart somehow, some way. You know what it is. And sometimes you just have to breathe and be at peace with things that are really important. So I feel like the death card is kind of like representing that blank space, that place that you go to where you knock your ego off your horse. Okay, I got chills on that. It's like spirit saying, ding, 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 you were right. That is correct. That is the message you're supposed to give. And that kind of like liberates you in the Four of Wands. It's like a celebration. The Four of Wands also can't help but, make note that it's the four pillars or the four columns making the 1111. And anytime the Four of Wands comes out, I think of the twin flames. But I feel like it's a special connection you're having with yourself here too. So it could be like Alice, your usual self, connecting with your higher self. I don't know why I'm getting meditative energy through this. I feel like through this you can also connect with loves too, or there's a plane where your love exists, this 1111 plane. But that love that exists there is part of your self-love journey. So you're carrying this through, this love of your child, this unconditional love of that younger person in you, and saying you're all right, and then moving into this very nice Zen phase, knocking that ego off the horse, especially if the ego tries to come in and criticize you or say something about you. You're like, nope, you're not going to mess with my peace and my Zen. This is like allowing the monkey mind to come back and everything to mess with you. Nope, I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to run away and have fun with myself and this joy that I feel inside, especially in this moment, because this is priceless. This one particular moment cost me nothing, and it gives me so much. All right, I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.